Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Halida Rahma from One Regular C. Today I want to present to you the narrative text. The title is Amazing Sheep. Long time ago in New Zealand lived a beautiful girl named Anastasia Hills. She was also clever and smart. Her beauty and intelligence made a prince from heavenly kingdom fall in love with her and desire her as his wife. The prince asked permission from his father to marry Anastasia, but the people from heavenly kingdom could never live side by side with humans. But his father approved with one condition. When they had a child, the prince will transform into a dog. The prince accepted the conditions because he loved Anastasia. They get married and lived happily in the woods until Anastasia gave birth a baby boy. The prince changed into a dog named Scooby. Their son is named Clayton. He was very smart and so handsome like his father. Every day he hunts animals and looks for fruits to eat. One day when he was hunting, Clayton accidentally killed Scooby. He went home and told his mother about a dog. What? Anastasia appealed. Driven by sadness and anger, she grabbed a weaving tool and hit Clayton's head. Anastasia was so sad every day. She didn't pay any attention to Clayton and started crying every time. Clayton felt so sad and confused. How can his mother love a dog more than him? Clayton then go away from home and went to the journey. And then finally Anastasia stopped crying and started to find Clayton. But her son is nowhere to find. She looked in everywhere but couldn't find him. Finally, she went home with nothing. She was exhausted and fell asleep. And then, in her dream, she meets her husband. Anastasia, don't be sad. Go find my body in the woods and put my heart and then soak it with water and go a bath with that. You will go You will look forever young with that water, said the prince in her dream. After bathing with the water soaked a dog's heart, Anastasia more looked beautiful and younger. And time passed by. Clayton on his journey stopped in a village and met a beautiful girl and fell in love with her. He didn't realize that the village is a homeland and then that beautiful girl is his own mother, Anastasia. Their love grew naturally and then he asked to the girl to marry him. One day, Clayton was going to hunt. He asked Anastasia to fix a turban on his head. Anastasia was so startled when she saw a scar on his head, the same place where she hit a year ago a Clayton head. After the young man left, Anastasia prayed to guidance. After praying, she was believing that the young man is her missing son. She realized that she had to do something to prevent Clayton to marry her. She did not wish to disappoint Clayton by cancelled their wedding. So, although she agreed to marry Clayton, she would do so only on the condition that he provides her with a lake and build a beautiful boat all in one night. Clayton accepted the condition with no doubt. After the sun went down, Clayton went to the hill. Then he called a group of genii to build a dam around a tank river. Then he commanded a genie to cut all a tree and made a boat. A few moments before dawn, Clayton and his genie servants almost finished a boat. Anastasia, who had spying on him, realized that Clayton would fulfill the condition that she gave to him. Anastasia immediately woke all the women in the village and asked them to wave the red scarf. All the women in the village were waving red scarf, making it look as if dawn was breaking. Deceived by false dawn, the cook crowed and the farmer rose for the new day. Clayton's genie servants immediately dropped their work and ran for cover from the sun, which they feared. Clayton grew curious. With all his anger, he kicked the unfinished boat. The boat flew and landed in the valley. The boat then became a mountain called Tangkuban Perahu. With his power, he destroyed the dam. The water drained from the lake, becoming a wide plain, and nowadays become a city named New Zealand. That's all for me. That's all for me. Thank you for watching and listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.